guys, Tiffany with another video, and y'all, I am so excited to finally be bringing you guys this video. This is going to be all about the new Rihanna Fenty Beauty collection, and if y'all follow me on Snapchat, you know the struggle was all too real getting my hands on anything from this collection. All the Sephoras near me were closed down because of the hurricane, and then we ended up evacuating. Stuff started selling out online, and I was like, Lord, I am never going to be able to get my hands on it. I was seeing videos, I was hating, I was low-key hating, like everybody talking about it, and I don't know what it's like because I can't get my hands on it. But a huge shout out to the Sephora in Fayetteville, North Carolina, because they came through for you, girl. That is where we ended up going, was Fayetteville. It was really crazy because while I was in Sephora, I ended up getting recognized by quite a few people. Even though I was looking like a hot bummy mess, y'all definitely made your girl feel good. So hey Fayetteville, I truly enjoy meeting each and every one of you. But no more talking. I have my eyes done, my brows done, and that's it. We're about to get into this makeup, so let's get started. Now Rihanna did release a primer. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I did not pick that primer up. The 3 days we were in Fayetteville, I went back to that Sephora every day. I tried out everything. I tested out a lot of stuff. And I also went back because the foundation shade I wanted, they didn't have it the first 2 days, and then luckily the third day they restocked a couple of the shades, so I was able to pick it up. When I tried out the primer, honestly, it didn't really wow me. I felt like it did a good job as far as like matting out my skin. I do have issues with pores and texture, so a lot of the times I tend to go for primers that are going to also maybe do something for pore perfecting or blurring out my pores or something like that. I didn't feel like that primer did that, but I do feel like it was a good primer as far as keeping me matte. But it kind of just reminded me of the new Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Primer that I recently picked up, and I didn't feel the need to have two primers that did like basically the same thing. So I skipped out on that. But of course I picked up the foundation. I've been hearing everybody rave about the foundation, so I definitely cannot wait to test it out. I picked up 2 shades. Honestly, I picked up 3 because I ordered one online. Originally, I got really nervous that a lot of the shades would sell out, so I just kind of went for the one that looked like my skin tone. I would not suggest you do that. Definitely don't do that. These foundations are something that you are going to have to go in store and check out for yourself because the undertones are a little weird. The shade ranges don't really look like how they look online, so don't do like I did. I ended up ordering $4.20 online, and then I started seeing reviews and I was like, oh, $4.20 is going to be way too dark. So I kind of was torn between $3.90 and $400, so I just decided to pick up both. I figured whichever one didn't work, I could go ahead and take it back. A lot of people have been saying that the foundation oxidized, so I was a little nervous about that. But as far as packaging goes, the outside packaging to me definitely reminds me of Rihanna. I'm really digging the black and the white contrast. When I first saw the packaging, I didn't like it at all. I've already heard a lot of people are saying, well, you know, Rihanna is evolving and her style is becoming a lot more classic, so that's definitely where the packaging is coming in. So I guess, yeah, if you want to say that, maybe she's giving us the love on the brain Rihanna with the packaging, but I was looking for "Beat Better Have My Money." I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about the packaging. It's not my favorite, definitely. I'm just really not a fan of the white top because I feel like it's going to get super dirty. But I do really love the fact that the foundation does come with the pump. So I guess it balances itself out. As far as the amount of product, you do get 32 milliliters, which equals out to 1.08 ounces. I really like that because most foundations give us 1 ounce of product, so I like the fact that she's doing a little bit more. She's definitely coming out and showing some of these older companies that have been established for a while, this is how you do it. Foundation is priced at $34, which again, you're getting more than 1 fluid ounce, but I still feel like to be a high-end product, because this is being classified as a high-end collection, I think that's a really good price for the amount that you're getting. I also love the fact that you are getting 40 different shades with this foundation. I kind of want to touch on that a little bit because I've been seeing so many people kind of like complaining about these shades that she came out with. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that she did not come out with enough colors for women and men of color. I personally think this a little crazy. She gave us 40 shades on her first release. She gave us 10 fair, she gave us 10 light, 10 medium, and 10 deep, and I feel like how can you complain about that? Because if you look at a lot of companies, again, that have been established, have been around for a long time, have had plenty of time to get it right, they still are giving us like 3 and 4 different shades when it comes to deeper skin tones. So the fact that she gave us 10 on her first go round and y'all still complaining? Girl. So the foundation claims to be a medium to full coverage. It says it's long wearing, light as air. It does suggest that you shake this foundation up really well. So that is what I'm gonna do. Because I am kind of nervous about the whole oxidation thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and try out the shade 390 first and see how that works. So I'm gonna pump some out on the back of my hand. That is what it looks like, and as you can see, it's pretty liquidy, and it's a pretty runny foundation, so I don't know about that. I'm gonna use a brush. I'm just gonna use my Sephora Flawless flat powder brush to apply it. So I'm just gonna take some on my brush and then kind of just stipple it on my face. The foundation does have a smell to it. I can't really put my finger on what that smell is, but it definitely has a smell to it. Now she did come out with brushes as well. I decided not to pick up any of the brushes just because right now I have quite a few brushes that I really like and I really enjoy, and I didn't really see the need to pick up any more. And it doesn't say that like you need the brushes for the best application of the foundation. I'm gonna build the coverage up just a little more. Initially, I definitely can see where it is covering my freckles, so it's definitely buildable as far as the coverage. As far as the shade, it's looking a little orangish. Not really red, but it's definitely looking a little orange. So I'm hoping that it's something that is going to balance out. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like after what I'm considering about 2 pumps. I definitely feel like it builds up really nicely. This is supposed to be a soft matte foundation, and I would agree. It goes on not like a drying matte, like my face doesn't feel dry or anything like that, but it's just, I don't know, like exactly what it says, a really soft matte. And I like the way it looks. It almost gives your skin a really natural type of finish, and I'm definitely digging that. Again, they say this foundation is supposed to oxidize, so maybe as I'm doing the rest of my makeup, it will start to settle in a little bit more. Now, Rihanna also released concealers, or I think she's calling them match sticks within the collection. When I swatched those in store, every time I went to the store and swatched them, they did seem a little dry to me, and some of them, at least the ones that I wanted for my skin tone, when they kind of like settled, they looked gray to me. I don't know if that was the Sephora lights or what, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna spend my money and it's not working. I literally went every 3 days in swatch, and I just did not like the way it dried down. It dried down to like a really kind of dry consistency when you blended it out, and then again they just kind of like turned like this grayish shade, which was not flattering, so I decided to skip those. Alright guys, so I have finished the rest of my face. I put on some concealer, I set my under eye, I put just a little bit of contour powder on, and that was really it. I didn't want to do too much because I definitely wanted to get the full gist of this foundation. I also did not set this foundation with powder, which y'all know is definitely killing me because I'm combination oily, and I set every foundation with powder. But I've heard a lot of people saying that this foundation does not need powder. You're supposed to just let the foundation do its thing. Now, after letting the foundation sit for a while, I do really like it. I think the key to this foundation is going to be that you're going to have to kind of just let it rest. Just let it kind of sit and adjust for a little while before doing anything else. It does oxidize a bit, so I am liking it a whole lot more than when I first applied it. But what I do want to go ahead and do is show you guys the two foundations so you can kind of just see the difference if you were questioning shades or in between shades. So that is $390 right there. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put 400 on the back of my hand as well. And with 400, I felt like it just had more of like a red type of undertone to it, almost like an orangey red. But again, as far as just the color itself, there was not much difference in the actual shade. So even on camera, like, it's really hard to tell. Again, this is $390 right here, and this is $400. So the difference in color is slight. When I tell you slight, it's just gonna be more of the undertones once you allow it to dry down. So the next item I picked up was the Invisimatte Blotting Powder. That's what it looks like. Now, she didn't come out with any setting powders within this line, but I have a feeling that we are gonna see so many more amazing things added to this collection. But again, this is supposed to be an instant refresher, and it's an on-the-go filter effect. So I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside. It's white. Well, it's just kind of like pearlized type of coloring to it, but it's not going to show on camera. And it just says Fenty Beauty, and then it says Universal Invisimatte Blotting Powder. It does come with a little mirror and then also a little powder. And then take the film off. That is what the powder looks like. So it's just a white powder, but I did again play around with this in stores, and the reason I decided to get it is that because when I would swatch it on my hand, although it kind of goes on white, when you actually like rub it into the skin, it does not leave that white residue behind, and I really like that. It also does a really good job at blotting out your face when you start to get oily. Of course, I just applied the foundation, so I'm not getting oily, so if I try to show you guys on camera, it wouldn't do anything. But I really just fell in love with it after playing around with it for a while and using it on my face. So just trust me, it does a really good job. Do I think it's a must-have product? No. Do I think it's something that's going to be for everybody? Definitely not. It's going to depend on your skin type, but personally I really love it. And again, don't be afraid, women and men of color, it works. It does not like dry down to this like white film or this white cast. It just blends and melts in beautifully on your skin. So now we're going to go to the product that for most people is definitely the star of the show, and y'all know how I love my highlighters and how I love to glow. So I too was super excited about the highlighter release in this collection. So I decided to pick up one regular highlighter and then one of the duo highlighters. As far as the regular highlighter, y'all already know which one I get. I decided to get Trophy Wife. Here is again what the packaging looks like, and this is the one everybody has been talking about. It says Fenty Beauty and then the name of it on the back. I really like the packaging of like the highlighters and the powders and stuff like that, but the foundation packaging and the concealer packaging I just really wasn't feeling. Comes with a really nice size mirror. I don't want to blind you guys. I don't know how Rihanna knew how to speak to my soul, but she was definitely speaking to my soul when she came out with this highlighter. You could just look at this highlighter and know that it is intense. This is not going to be an everyday highlighter. This is not going to be an everyday shade. This is for those occasions when you're trying to catch you a sugar daddy and be a trophy wife. This is like... yeah, bruh, who trying to wife me up? This highlighter is not for the faint of heart. This is not the highlighter that you trying to wear to church and sit on the motherboard. This highlighter gonna get you kicked out of church, I'm telling you. Y'all, I barely tapped my brush into this highlighter, and the pigmentation is intense. I don't see anybody running out of this highlighter anytime soon, because if you go overboard, you're gonna look crazy. You only need the smallest. This was the smallest corner of highlighter on my brush, and the pigmentation is crazy. Now what I will say is there is glitter. There is definite glitter, and it's not like a chunky glitter. The glitter is definitely finely milled, and I'm usually not a fan of a glitter highlighter because I just always feel like they're gonna be super chunky on my face. But this is not chunky at all. It's actually really pretty, but there's a lot of glitter. So I'm kind of on the fence about this one. Like, as much as I want to love it, it's gorgeous though. It is so gorgeous. So I also picked up one of the duochrome highlighters. I got the Freestyle Highlighter Duo in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. So again, that's what the packaging looks like. This one I swatched in stores, and it just, like, it got me. It hit me right here, and I was like, this color is absolutely gorgeous. That is what it looks like on the inside. I think this one was like the deepest highlighter shade, but I just thought these shades, especially this one right here, was absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them on my hand, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose. It's giving me like this bronzy type of effect. It's the two shades right there. I'm actually gonna mix them to put them on my nose. It may not look like much on camera, but I promise you, in person, these are absolutely gorgeous. It's like such a, I don't know, it's such a pretty shade. I'm gonna put a little right here. I'm actually gonna bring some up over my brow. And then finally, the lip gloss, which is called the Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer. As far as the packaging is concerned, it's kind of basic, to be honest. It's definitely my least favorite packaging, even underneath the foundation. Like, I like the foundation packaging a lot more than this. It's just really basic to me, but you know, it's all about the product and what's inside the packaging. But I just really don't like how this looks. Wow, the wand is like super fat. I was not expecting that. I was expecting like a real kind of like small doe foot like applicator. This one is a little big, so, but that does work for us big lipped folks. Y'all know I got some soup coolers. It has kind of a fruity type of smell to it. Yeah, it definitely doesn't have like any color, at least not on my lips, which you guys know my lips are kind of pigmented. But it is definitely a gloss bomb, because I'm talking about my lip gloss is surely popping. So I'm gonna go in with MAC's Whirl Lipstick, which is one of my absolute favorites. I don't know, for some reason I feel like this would be so bomb on top of Whirl. That is what MAC's Whirl looks like. I just did a little application, like a little light application, because again, we're gonna put the lip gloss on top of it. And now I'm about to go back over it with Gloss Bomb. Is that what this is called? I think it's called Gloss Bomb. The smell of this is really sweet. It's definitely giving major shine. If you are a gloss lover, if you are a guy or a girl who loves a good gloss, you would like this. Recently, I've been getting back, you know, into lip gloss, because normally I love my matte lipstick, but I think it's okay on its own if you just want like a super glossy lip. But this is popping on top of this lipstick for me, so I'm really digging it. Alright guys, so this is the finished face, so definitely let me know down below what you guys are thinking. Again, this is my first time kind of like wearing everything together. I did go in over those 3 days and I played around with different things, but this is my first time actually putting them all together to see how they work. And I have to tell you guys, I really like the foundation. When I first put it on, I kind of was like, oh no, Riri, what are you doing? But once everything's settled, I think again that's going to be the key with this foundation. You're going to have to apply it and sort of just let it adjust itself. I do really like it. It's like a your skin but better type of foundation. Now, could my thoughts on this foundation change? Most definitely. I do plan on bringing you guys a lot of these products in a hauled it but how was it video. I've seen some videos where people were saying that they felt like they got super oily after like 2 or 3 hours of wear. So I'm not coming on here and raving and saying that like overall I love the foundation. Just initially right now from putting it on, I do really like how the foundation is looking. As far again as the primer, I didn't feel like it was a need. I didn't really care for the concealers when I tried them in store for those entire 3 days. They just did not look like anything that I needed to add to my collection. As far as the highlighters, I love the highlighters. Trophy Wife is absolutely gorgeous. The more I'm sitting here and I wiped off the swatches that were on my hand, there is so much glitter left behind. And again, although not a chunky glitter, which was surprising to me because I definitely expected this to be a chunky glitter, it had a really creamy texture to it. Absolutely gorgeous. But the glitter residue is going to drive me crazy. I am just not someone that likes glitter in my highlighters. I love a good shine. I love to glow, but I'm just not about that glitter life. So I'm definitely on the fence. Like I said, I'm going to give all of this stuff like a longer wear, and I'll definitely come and give you my final opinion in one of my hauled it but how was it videos. But yeah, the glitter flex is getting to me. My OCD is kicking in. But I do really like that duo. That duo is absolutely gorgeous. Being one of the deeper highlighters, to me, I think that is going to be super flattering on a lot of deeper skin tones. The lip gloss is okay. Could you get this effect with any other type of gloss that's out there? Honestly, yes, you could. I don't really think it's a must-have unless you are someone who just loves a really glossy lip. Then definitely go for it because the gloss is popping. But again, I don't think it's anything that's like super special and any different than a lot of other glosses that are out there. For me, the star of this collection is definitely the foundation because I'm loving this look. I did not set my foundation with powder. Y'all don't know how major that is for me. I set every foundation with powder. And I feel like I could wear this foundation for quite a while. So I'm hoping it definitely stands up to the test. Again, I will come back later and update you guys thoroughly on how everything performed. But for right now, let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you think everything is looking. Let me know if you picked this up. What are your thoughts overall? Do you like it, dislike it, all that other good stuff? I'm so sorry that I got this video out kind of late to those who've been kind of waiting for it, but y'all know my struggle. Y'all know my situation. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me, and until next time, bye YouTube.